In tonight's homework, we're practicing our multiplication facts as well as finding patterns between them. So for our multiplication wheels, we take our middle number, which is 3 in this case, and multiply it by each spoke. So we go around and fill in all of our multiplication facts. Okay, for 3, and then again we will do it for 6. And along the way, if you are stuck on some, you can see that it gives us some patterns in the wheel to help us solve the problems. So for example, over here we did 6 times 2 and 6 times 4, then 6 times 8. Each of those doubles from the previous ones, so it can help us figure them out. Number 2 says compare the two product wheels for 3 and 6, and what patterns do you notice? Well, if we look, 3 times 2 is 6, and 6 times 2 is 12, and so 6 is half of 12, or 12 is double 6. And if I look as I go around, 24 and 12, 48 and 24, all of the products for 6 are double the products for 3. And we know that that works because 6 is double 3. Okay. Then number 3 is another multiplication wheel. This time, some of the middle ones are missing. So for example, I have 5 times something is 35. Well, I know 5 times 7 is 35. 5 times 8 is 40. 5 times 2 is 10. That was 30. 25. 5 times 9 is 45. 5 times 10 is 50. 5 times 3 is 15. And 5 times 4 is 20. This last one, circle the prime numbers in the product wheel. I think this one's kind of a trick question because any of our actual products, the ones on the outside here, because the product is the answer, any of the products will be composite because a composite number has more than one way to multiply to get to it. And each of these numbers has 1 in itself, and they also have 5 times whatever the fact is. So that tells us immediately that there's more than 1. However, if I look on the inside, I do see some prime numbers. For example, 5 is a prime number because the only way to get to 5 is 1 times 5. 2 is a prime number. The only way to get to 2 is 1 times 2. There's another 5. 3 is a prime number, and 7 is a prime number. The rest of them are all composite. 4, I can do 1 times 4 and 2 times 2. 8, I can do 1 times 8, 2 times 4. 6, I can do 1 times 6 and 3 times 2. 9, I can do 1 times 9 and 3 times 3. And 10, I can do 1 times 10 and 5 times 2. The rest of them that I circled are our prime numbers. So let's go back through. I'll go up to the top. I'll get rid of my big circle so we don't confuse that for our prime numbers. All the circles in red are our prime numbers. So if we go up to the top, we can check our answers. Okay, our multiplication wheels, and our pattern, and then our multiplication wheel with the prime numbers circled in red. And that's it for tonight's homework. There will be a quiz at the beginning of next week. We'll talk more about that in class tomorrow.